It's time for Florida State football. This is the Jimbo Fisher Show. The Jimbo Fisher Show is brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $28 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The Florida Department of Transportation. Drive sober or get pulled over. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coke Zero. You don't know zero till you've tried it. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. Ram Trucks. More people are driving Ram trucks than ever before. Guts, glory, Ram. Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.
Hello and welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Tom Block and Jimbo Fisher. And Coach, obviously a tough weekend for Florida State on the road in Atlanta. You got to congratulate Georgia Tech and at the same time go back and look at the tape and figure out where things went wrong as the Yellow Jackets win 22-16.
They did. Georgia Tech played a fine ball game, played very hard. We played hard. We just didn't play as efficient as we needed to be. And red zone, we didn't score enough touchdowns down and had some opportunities. And third down could have did a little better. And then, in the kicking game at the end, that was a weird play, but we covered. They just made a really good play, got a block, got the ball kicked just a hair low and trying to drive it, which is understandable. But had opportunities. And defensively played really well at times, gave up a big drive before the half and in the 4th and 5, but did a great job otherwise. But, in games like that, those few inches on 2 or 3 plays, and there's so many plays in that game that could have flipped it. Like any game that you win or lose, you fight for those inches on all those plays, and we come up a few inches short.
Well, and in a game against a team like Georgia Tech, whose style of play limits possessions, It just magnifies, areas where you're deficient.
Well, we said going in, and everybody's talking about the pressure put on the defense, but it does offense too, because you don't get the touches. In the second half especially, we only had 4, and that's what we should have capitalized in the first half, but we had a nice drive down there and we kept having the offsides penalties, the jumping. And guys, people say it's just poise, but it's also wanting to do good so bad. And you get young players, you got to just get them to relax and just do your assignment, wait for your call, and not want it too bad. And I think that's the case. Our kids care. They play hard. They've done a great job. I mean, we'll go back to doing the same things we do and correct and get better. But, we got to have some more poise, and we got to correct those mistakes.
The final score from Atlanta and Bobby Dodd Stadium, 22-16. Georgia Tech gets the win. We'll come back and take a look at the first half highlights. We continue right after this on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show, and Coach, we'll take a look at first half highlights here. And I don't even know if you were aware, but for Gene Deckerhoff, the voice of the Noles, his 450th radio broadcast of football only, this FSU at Georgia Tech game.
That's amazing. That's a lot of football games. That's a lot of years, and of course, there's nobody better in the business than Gene.
No question about it. Unfortunately, even though it was an exciting game, it didn't turn out the way Gene would have liked or you would have liked. But let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Yeah, it was. And we had a great crowd there. We had a lot of people thanking the tremendous support from the Seminole Nation. Now their kickoff guy did a good job. He never let Kermit touch it any. They kicked it out every time and did a good job and kept us backed up in field position the whole night. First drive, first play, we got a really nice play right here. Popped a little 6-yard zone play up in there and got things going pretty well. And then the second play, we get a little naked boot, and they played man. We thought we had that backer picked off in there, and he just gets out there and makes a play. That play is going to be a big play, or they got it for about a 2-yard loss. And then third down, the first drive, great job, just dumps it off. And Dalvin, that's all he had. They dropped 8 guys and dumped it out there, and Dalvin comes up about a half a yard short on the first down. And you don't want to get started that way, but it's the way it was. And our defense come out and did a real, they get a nice play right here, but not too bad. We rallied to the football and kept good leverage on the ball most of the night. I mean, they hit a few plays, but for the most part, we played this thing really, really well. They were getting those edges, got a little 3rd and 2 there and got outside. Nice play by Jalen Ramsey right there. There you go. DeMarcus Walker played another good game there. Roderick, boy, he had a nice game again. A lot of tackles, played really well. Javion Elliott really stepped up again, I thought, played well. Here we get pressure on the blitz, and I'm going to tell you another guy getting better and better right there, Josh Sweat. Big-time pick, big-time interception right there. Sets us up for the first points of the game, and tremendous play by him to tip it and recover it. To intercept it at the same time. You can see him right there, just getting those hands up. That receiver ball skills come right back out in him, when he's rushing that passer. He's so long and big and athletic. Here we pop the run right down here. Boy, if we got 40 cutoff right there, we're going to score. He trips us just a hair. We're on the 2. This is disappointing. We don't get in. We try to wedge it in right here. We got to block out on the other side. If they crash, we can pull that thing. But they stymie it right there. And the next play, they slant right into it, and they get pressure out there and get over it. Did a good job. Now the third down, we don't need to jump right here. Great read, great throw, great route. Just catch the ball in your pocket. See, he was backing up as he caught it, and when he did, he's backed up. He's got to attack that football and just catch it right in the pocket and be in bounds. You can't back up right there on that low ball. But hey, Travis, it was a good route. We just got to finish it better. But good kick by Roberto. Now look at the dive pitch. Now doing a better job right there. Derwin James had a really nice night. Had a couple tough plays at the end, but I mean, that guy played his tail off. I mean, he did some really nice things. Here they are. They got it going a little bit. We're getting a dive and getting some guys, early, getting to see it a little bit. And as it went on, we did better and better. Here they've been killing people with this counter play. Great play by DeMarcus Walker and Javion Elliott to string that thing out and make a great play. Here they go to dive and the pitch. Oh, right there. That's one time he didn't get over the top. And one time he couldn't quite get over the top. They were picking us off and they were veer blocking that thing. And now great job here. Took the dive, the pitch, and the backside pursuit made the plays. And our guys just got better and better on this all night. Charles had a great plan for them, and I thought did a nice job. Here they're trying to throw it up. No chance for it. Marquez in great coverage there, and they have to settle for a field goal. And for their field goal kicker was good too. He hit some long ones. And got it back there. Here we come back, little running play up inside. Get 3 or 4. Not too much there. They were trying to stack the box a little bit. Now this is one we want back right here. Great read. Had the double move right down the middle, and I mean, for the most part, Everett played a pretty solid game, but there's 2 or 3 plays there we left on the table and some big third downs in it. But he made a big third down throw there, which was nice. But that big corner throw would have been a chunk play or a touchdown. And just a couple little throws there. He's getting better and better. But then we had 2 bad snaps in shotgun, and that cost us. Right here was a low right snap, hard snap that really negates this drive and puts us in a hole right here. And that you can't overcome those things. Here they covered it. We scramble back, get back to the line of scrimmage. They had a good play. They covered it. So we go to, get to the second quarter here and try to seam right. He's just a hair late. They're really deep in coverage. Almost made a great play. Got to get his hips a little more in line so he can drive that football. But they had 3rd and 19, and they tipped it away. But, the problem there was 1st and 2nd down. But now I'm going to tell you who had a great night, Kason Beatty. Over 50 yards a kick and putting that ball directionally right in the corner. And here comes our coverage, getting down there. Freddie Stevenson, Roderick Hoskins, those guys, Reggie Northup, those guys did a really nice job. Reggie had a nice night, too, also. Here they are sitting on the edge. Good play by Jalen Ramsey. Setting that edge. Giorgio Newberry getting outside. Guys all doing a nice job. Here they are, dive, pitch. Now we're getting everybody, playing guys. Now they get up inside. We had the guy there. We got tackled just a little bit better right there. Been a good job on the fullback for the most part. I think he had popped one big run out there, but that was about it. Derek Noddy inside. He and Niall I thought played really good in Christmas. Those guys handled blockers inside well. Good job there by Chris Casher. Good to see Chris back out there making some plays. Here they are, and get sprint, got the pressure. Now, big-time pick. We got the pressure on the guy. Big-time pick by LaMarcus Brewis. He brings us all the way back to the 2-yard line. I mean, big time. Big time. Great spot. Got it right there. And then, of course, in offense, we were able to run the ball in there. That we got in our goal line set. And we were able to move them up out there and run the football. And really a nice double team right there by Chad Mavity and Big Rod, and great run by Dalvin. And Chad Mavity's getting better and better in there. Good lead block right there by 44 DeMarcus Walker, pulling by Wilson Bell. Center did a nice job. Hofield cut off on the backside by Derek Kelly, and Izzo and Maven did their job. And just a well executed play. Here they come back, dive. Good job, Josh Sweat. He was on the crash stunt right there and played it down inside. He and Reggie played that guy really well. Here we go. Run a little load veer. That load option, they hadn't run that much. Pulled that one back out of the archives. Was pretty good for them. And we made the adjustment. Really nice play right there by Reggie Northup. Guys taking the dive, taking the pitch. We adjusted to it after 1 or 2 right there. Here they go back at it again. Great. He has to lay down. When that quarterback has to lay down that option. You guys have got great leverage on the ball and doing a good job. Here they are on the sprint play, having to get out of it. They almost made a heck of a throw on the backside. The guy was bobbling it. Good coverage by Jalen Ramsey, and we get the ball back. Their punter did a nice job, too. Got the ball high. And, made his fair catch, everything. But Bobo had a little bit of room there, got a few yards. He's doing a real nice job catching every punt and getting to him. Here we are. Nice play action. Get a nice over route to Kermit right here. Nice big play. Doing a real nice job right there. Kermit's getting better, but a nice throw by Everett. Here we run the stretch play. Got it going out here. Get about 10 or 12. Nice job. Tackled low on him, getting down on his ankles. Got to protect those things. Yeah, they're on the run, stretch it. Get that cut back right there. He missed one lane. If he got up inside there, he may have been going. But he made a nice 4 or 5 yard run. They're trying to over pursue, which is known. We get the flip play, get him outside on the edge with some speed. Got to make a little better block on 20, but we get 12, 15 right there. Not bad. Not bad. Got a nice drive going right here. Really nice drive. Here, run the option. And then they called a hold right here. Boy, that was, I didn't see it, but, you know, it might have grabbed some cloth. I don't know. But we get moved back. But Everett does a nice job. We missed the block and never took a shot. Now, that should have been I thought that right there was targeting, top of the head to our head, and really shook Everett up. Right, he stood in there, made a great throw, picked up a nice 20 yards. Here we got to scoop over to the backer. Like the guard went to the wrong backer right there and left the guy in the hole, and could have really had a big run. Same thing here. We got to get inside and get the scoop outs. We're not scooping out good enough on the backside. And third down right here. It's one of the poor plays Everett made. He only had to drag here, but we had the angle route outside that was right there coming open, and he thought he had to drag, and made a poor choice right there. But we got the field goal by Everett, and that was a disappointing thing. Now here's the drive. It says we fumble on the goal. They fumble. We get it. Great play. Got them on the 2. I mean, Setney could get the ball back before half, ready to go 2 minutes, up 10 points at the worst. Going to be up 10. They sprint out, and right there, Giorgio got to make that play. And the quarterback steps back, makes a great throw down the field. Not bad coverage by Javion. Just a great throw and catch. And then we got him tackled right here. So where Derek thinks 8's got him, and he played, and they should have been inside out on the ball. And he pops it and goes. And that's the thing about great players. Justin Thomas got the one. They got the 2 big plays in the first half. That's the 2 main things they did, but it's 13-10. But here, nice drive by us right before the half, 2 minutes before the half, go back and get points. Really good job here. Got the bubble screen, got the first down, got good field position, so we're coming back here. Scrambling around. Need to dump it to the back. Go ahead and dump it. But he scrambles, gets out of bounds, protects himself. Doing a nice job here. Here we get a little inside screen route to Dalvin on the night, which worked twice in big-time plays in those situations. We got great field position here. We get a nice vertical. We got it. If we get that block a little better, we can make it. But what a catch right there by Travis Rudolph. Really nice catch in 2 minutes before the half on a vertical route inside. And here, I wish we could have worked the boundary. We wanted to work the boundary here, and he worked the field and ate up a little more clock. I wanted to get a fade and out to the boundary, but because they were starting to blitz. But we picked the first down up on the next play on a slant. Nice catch by Urban Lane. Came back up inside. Here they're playing it. They go ahead and throw it away. Needs to throw it away. He did what he did, but earlier because clock becomes a problem right there. The clock's your biggest opponent. But they're nice. We get back, but they come back 13-10. We come back and get a nice drive before the half, get up 16-10. Get it back to a 6-point game and get the momentum of the game back. Yeah,
you do grab the momentum, but obviously that was a big drive that they were able to score. It brought the crowd back into it.
It really did. If we could have stopped them right there, and like I say, our defense played outstanding. The quarterback made 2 big-time plays, and good players are going to do that, and we let them back in the game right there. But the defense, other than that, played a tremendous first half.
Big play of the first half was on the defensive side of the ball. LaMarcus Brutus, a senior, with a nice job on that interception, almost a pick 6.
He really was, and got us back to the 2 and got a touchdown. And Josh Sweats was a big one. It set it up inside the 20 down there, and we got points out of that too. So set up 10 of those points came from the defense. We got on the short field, which was tremendous. And defense played outstanding. Just had those 2 plays right before half.
16-10 at intermission. Obviously, 2 quarters of football to go. We'll take a look at the second half highlights a little bit later right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Undefeated Season in Review is presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
So much. Here's the snap inside. They fake the jet sweep, and the Noles read the run, and there's nowhere for Taria Poston to go. He's smothered by Derek Mitchell and others wearing garnet jerseys and gold helmets. Big stop by the defensive line. Travis Rudolph over there as well. Play action fakes hold by Winston. Stands tall about. Throws a deep ball downfield. It's caught by Rashad Green at the 20 to the 15 to the 10. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. That's famous Jameis Winston. Travis Rudolph, the snap. Winston, they run a stunt outside. Pass to the left side. Caught at the right side. Travis Rudolph. He's got it for the state touchdown. Put it on the brakes, put his foot on the ground, and cut back to the left and made the defender look crazy. Big catch and run after the catch by Travis Rudolph, and we're a point away from the tie ball game. From Haggerty, and here comes pressure. He is going to get hit as he put the ball. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15 to the 19-yard line. It's Jacob Pugh, freshman tight end from Tallahassee, Florida. zone. The spot down. The kick is airborne. It is good. Roberto Aguayo. First down, 15. Winston takes the snap. They said the blitz, the pass. Oh, that's caught ball at the 10-yard line. What a remarkable catch by Bobo Wilson. He'll look upfield, fires it upfield into the caught ball. Touchdown, Florida State. Rocket shot to Rashad Green. And the Noles are a point away from tying the game. That's how you come out of the locker room and you put points on the board. Right side of the field, comes down to the 1-yard line, and here comes McDaniel, Cam McDaniel. Oh, he's hit helmet. I mean, his helmet came flying off of the 17-yard line. Goal, half the distance away. It's from 2.5 yards out. Handoff to Carlos Williams running left. He's inside the 2 to the 1. He is at the goal line. Did he get it? He did. And that is a touchdown FSU. Golson dropping, looking, trying to throw under pressure, flushed. He will be snagged, and he's dropped for a loss back at the 29-yard line. The 39, here's the snap, and here's pressure. Let's see, it's a caught ball, 35 to the 30, inside the 30-yard line to the 27 goes Travis Rudolph. The snap, handoff, Carlos goes over the top, touchdown FSU. Carlos goes airborne. No denying the drive engineered by famous Jameis Winston, and Carlos takes it to the bench. Noles lead for the first time in the game. We've run another blitz. Here's the snap. Here comes pressure. He is going to be hit. He's sacked at the 41-yard line. And time. Terrence Smith. Here's the snap. Notre Dame. Golson under pressure. Gets the pass is deflected in the air. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted on 4th down. The Noles will win this game. Barring a penalty, there are no flags. Florida State defends on 4th down and goal from the 18-yard line. 84,000 plus are going to go home happy. Final score. Here's the snap, the kneel down. This game's over. Jameis Winston takes the knee. And the Florida State Seminoles will celebrate another win. The streak continues to 23 in a row. Florida State number 2 in the country in a battle with Notre Dame.
Undefeated Season in Review is presented by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, at intermission, you're up 16-10. Georgia Tech's going to get the ball to start the second half. You've had a lot of luck in that you've won some tosses and gotten it at the start of the third quarter. And the way they control the ball, you knew this was going to be a challenge right out of the gate.
It was. That's why the points before half were so big. At least we knew we got those points on the board. And it was critical if we could have got a 3 and out. But they unfortunately go on about an 8-minute drive and eat up half that clock and just nickel and dime it. But our defense did a great job of holding them out of the end zone. And we're kicking the ball off, getting out there, and they just nickel and dime you, just moving it down the field here. Nice play, good job right there by Nile, good job by Reggie. Those guys getting back, Derek Nottie getting right on top of that. Here they get the ball outside in the seam just a little bit. Nice job there by Jalen, but just getting 3 and 4. You know, it's kind of they just kind of chip away at you. Nice job inside, guys. Nile and Nottie doing a real nice job inside to get on the edge. Jalen right there. We got to get a little better support right there. We got to get the guy over the top. They were cutting our guy off, getting over the top in the alley. Here they got him going the wrong way. We're getting unfortunate. This is the unfortunate play of the second half. I mean, Roderick did not mean that. He's trying to make a play for a sack, and he accidentally grabbed the face mask, and he did it. He let go. I mean, that was kind of the way the night went a little bit. I mean, we had him back there that would have probably stopped the drive and had a big loss right there. And unfortunately, he did that, and it cost us a 15-yard penalty. Our guys didn't buckle down. Good job by Josh Sweat, DeMarcus Christmas, those guys in there, playing those blocks, doing a better job. Here they are, almost a pick right there by Derwin. Tough situation, and again, their kicker just puts it barely right inside there. They got the 3 points, got good momentum in here, and we get 1 first down, then we go right and out. Here, Everett, nice ball in the flat. Wish could have worked, maybe worked the other side right there, but got a ball in the flat to Dalvin, got some things going right here. Nice throw right here to Bobo, get a nice first down. They were a bunch in the box. We wanted to try to get the ball to some of our playmakers in space a little bit. Right here, we miss a block right here. We had a miscommunication. 20 should have been blocked, and if we get in block, we had a nice play. We just had a miscommunication. Right here, a nice ball to Ryan Izzo. Caught 2 or 3 nice balls on the night. He's becoming a really good player, blocking well. And on this third down, we got to make this throw. He shuffled his feet and slid just a little bit, and he's got to stand in there and make that throw on that one. That was one of them we wish we had back. Nice play on the fullback right here. And again, they start pounding, taking it away. That was the only possession we had in the third quarter. And then they popped the fullback run right here. Nice play by the Marcus Brutus. They hit a couple influence traps, things they hadn't shown. They hit 2 of them right in a row for a decent gain, then we shut that down after that. They kept trying to pull. They went to their bag of tricks a bunch. Now they ran everything at us. Nice cut by them. They're getting on the edge. Nice tackle right here. Again, Javion Elliott getting across, making the play. But we got to be more physical and knocking them back. Good job by Nile, knocking them back, but they keep falling forward 3 or 4 yards at a time. Pop, on third down right there, that we got to squeeze. And that's one time Nile messed up. He got to squeeze that play down. When they would be inside veer release that guard, he had to squeeze it down, knock it back inside. But nice play right here by Noddy and Nile. The next time we get it, playing the option, making them lay down. You know when you got that quarterback sitting down, you know you got everybody taken away. And that's it. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter. It's 16-13. This game's getting shortened real quick. And, this is a big-time play right here by our defense. They're in field goal range, and Josh Sweat gets the sack. We get the coverage and the sack to get us out of it. This is the one disappointing drive right here. No, this is the one we take it down. I'm sorry. This is the one we come back down. Nice play action right here. Pick it up to Freddie in the flat. You're ready to go ahead and run over that guy. But we got to get that ball up and hit him on the run. And then a third down play. Nice. We have a little bootleg right here. Nice job by Everett finding the tight end. Ryan Izzo, big-time throw and catch on a critical 3rd and 2. One of those tough calls, 3rd and 2.5, and really nice play. Now right here we had a miscommunication on the play. Had the counter on the other way and got miscommunicated. But we come right back. Hit a nice route to Kermit. Going right up inside on the run it play. Very good. Boy, this is the one. We had that same corner route we missed earlier. We had it wide open again, but we didn't get the protection this time. But Everett, we give up the right guard, got a little unsound there and got us. And then we run the counter play back, get a 3rd and 1 right here. Get it popped up. The first down. Nice play action. Trying to get the ball out of Dalvin. They get a penalty. They covered a corner route we had there. And we come back. Nice run right here. I mean, we're down to the 4-yard line. We get to 6 yards right here. We're 2nd and 4. They're bunching the box. We have a nice quarterback trap right here with a pump. He's going to walk right in. We missed the backer. See, what happened before, though, was on the 4, and we get the penalty. That play still gained 4 yards. Would have walked in the end zone. We had 2 motion penalties by our linemen. And right here, that I can't tell from the TV if that ball got in his belly, but he's got to get that ball up just a little bit and take him through the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown right there. And unfortunately, I can't say if they knocked it out. His knee knocked it out and popped up. And unfortunately, we lost the drive. But two motion penalties on the 4-yard line were very critical in what we did and had to change what we were doing. We could have ran it in on the first one, and that was critical. That was just we ended up being scoreless in the second half, and that was our second possession. We only get it 2 more times. Great job by Javion Elliott setting the edge right here. DeMarcus Walker. Our defense playing really good. And we lost our poise a little bit on offense right here on this drive. They punt it back 5 minutes. We go get a couple first downs. We're in great shape. And we have 2 plays in this drive that very disappointing. We were in an unbalanced formation, and we have a receiver just doesn't get up on the ball. And we did it from the sideline. I mean, something that, we had a nice 4 or 5 yard gain on first down right here, and just, inexcusable. Then we come back, have a drop right here, get the penalty right there. We got to have that ball on him. He's got to catch it. But when we get a little screen route out here, Kermit goes back and gets us to a 3rd and 4. And then we're waiting for the call. We're making the call, and our guard tapped the center to snap it, and our quarterback wasn't ready for it. And we had the perfect play called, had it out. We just did not execute. And that's us on coach. That's my fault. We got to get those guys with more poise, understanding what we're doing. And we had the bad snap. We had 2 bad snaps on the night, and they were both critical in drives, especially when you have limited. Great play here by Derwin. They tried to hit a wheel route up the sideline. He needed to be lined up a little wider. He might have picked that originally, but our defense doing a heck of a job on this drive. I mean, Javion, there's Sweat. Those guys are battling back. 3rd down right here. Great job on the option. Look at Roderick getting out there on the pitch. And they got 4th and 5. We got them, and they go for it. They didn't run a high percentage play. They won a wheel route and sprint out, and they got enough protection for him. He could throw it on the run, set his feet, and got a little out and up and got Derwin by a step. And, they get down there for a field goal. And they're in good shape. Boom, right there, guys coming back in top. Pitch route out here. Good job by DeMar. I can tell you what our defense did. They were not going to give up that touchdown. They get the field goal, and their kicker hits it good and clean. It's a tie ball game. Now, we're in a dilemma because we get the ball back, and we're backed up. We make a mistake. When we pop a power play, we decide we're going to get a first down. We'll go 2 minutes. And we pop that power play and get it up there to the 35. We're in good shape right here. And, boy, he just got hit. We had pressure on that. He had the vertical route open. That would have been critical. We had more time. And right here, nice job on the screen right underneath. Dalvin gets us back up. The other critical play in this drive people forget about is when Kareem got hurt. It cost us the other timeout, having to not have a 10-second runoff. And that was very critical. Now, Bobo's to the 8. All right, we got one last play right here. Wish we could have caught this. We got to catch this ball for another 5 yards, and we're at about a 50-yarder instead of a 56. And, you know, just the guy blocks it, kick it just a hair low, but you got to drive it on those long. And we're covering. You can see us covering. We got to spread out, but the right side got knocked down. And by the time they got back up, they couldn't get to the wall. And then right here, what we got to try and do, only thing Casey can do is get in front of that and try to force it back inside. And Roberto, he cuts back on Roberto. And, you know, I've never lost a game like that. And only 2 I've ever seen been in the last 2 years with us in Alabama and, you know, the Michigan deal that went on. And they deserved to win. They played hard, and we did so many things on offense to not win that football game. Defense, we played a great game. We gave up the 4th and 5, the drive before the half. I mean, you go back to so many things. There's so many inches and so many plays. And we got to convert in the red zone. A 2-minute drive. We had to, again, in 2 minute right there, we had 2 things. We lost a timeout because of an injury, which is no one's fault, which is critical, and which would have been really helpful there. But then we had a motion penalty when we were on the 42 with about 16 seconds. We had a perfect play call we felt good about, and we're going to get up there close. Even if we hit that slant, it's going to make that about a 48-yard field goal. But we had another motion penalty, which moved us back, and we had to hit the slant for about 10 to get in field goal range. And, you know, we lost the play, and they deserved to win. We didn't do the things we had to do to win. Now we got to go back to the drawing board as far as our fundamentals. All of our goals are still in front of us. We can reach everything. We just got to go back and quit worrying about winning the game and worry about playing the game. Go through the process of practicing well, playing well, and having confidence in what you do, and just trying to beat the guy's tail on the other side of you. And it sounds very simple, but it is true what we got to do, and we'll get them back this week.
Big play of the second half. It was key, certainly, at the juncture in the game. They were in field goal range, and Josh Sweat he had a great game, comes up with a key sack.
It really was, and got the pressure. We got the coverage, and he come off the backside and got him out of it and got us the ball back down. I thought, you know, then I just take this thing, get a first down, and, you know, and then we had the bad snap and the thing there. And, you know, we didn't execute well enough to win the football game. But defensively, Josh and those guys did a really nice job. They did.
Florida State has to turn the page right away, get ready for a Syracuse team that lost on a field goal on the last play of the game. The Orange come in for a 12 noon kick on Saturday. We'll have a preview of that matchup right after this.
Derek Nottie. I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm a defensive tackle, and I'm a sophomore. In high school, I did wrestling, I did track and field, and other than that, it was football. They had me just like, oh, you gotta try this. Like when I got to high school, like, you gotta try wrestling to help you out with it. Try track, cause like in shot put and like the big man relay. I thought the big man relay was fun, but my first race with a big man relay, I felt like I was moving. When I got to that turn, I started slowing down. Like, no, man, I can't. I was like, man, I can't do it no more. This is embarrassing. Let's see, what I wear, bro? I had me on all white with the it was like a spearmint color vest with all white shoes and the white watch. I was clean. I was more cleaner than Mr. Clean. I was out there. I mean, I'm a fan of everything. From sushi to all the Italian foods, but there's nothing I can do if my dad makes a special spaghetti. He can make it either spicy, sweet, whatever he can choose. And when my dad makes something spicy, you need a whole gallon of milk. It's good, but you gotta get a little bit something on the side. In my mind, when I was back home in Virginia, I was looking for a place for great academics and a place with good football history. And of all my choices, Florida State was the best one for me. The one word of my impression until I asked when I got here was hot. I wake up the next day, take a shower. I come outside, and the sun's out. I'm like, okay. I feel something. I'm like, yo, what? How am I already sweating? I just got outside. Like, I was just every morning I just wake up mad because it's just so hot. The whole time I was like, man, I can't stay. I want to go home just to get a glimpse of that good old Virginia wind, that good old Virginia weather, so I can be cold and feel at ease. Like, if you went to my house, it's at 64 degrees. When I'm outside, I gotta deal with that heat. While I'm inside, I'm relaxing that cold. Ooh, that was a magical moment for me. I walked out of the field. As soon as I got out, I go out there. I'm like, my eyes go all the way open. I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this today. At practice, when I first got on the field, dealing with when my friend Shamargo said that the dudes bigger than me, I stepped in that field. I believe I'm seeing Cam, I'm seeing Josue, I'm seeing Bobby Hart, all these big dudes. I'm like, dang, what am I gonna do? It's like, I gotta deal with these dudes for a whole season, so I gotta do what I gotta do. My favorite time being on the field was when I got in that Virginia game, because I knew all my family and friends. I knew like all dudes from Virginia, like Quinn Blandon, Andrew Brown, Eli Lamau. I really want to play this game because I just want to let them know how well I progressed being at Florida State. I have to say, Eddie Goldman. I really looked up to him even before I even committed here, because like when I came on my visit, my hosts were Niall and then Eddie, and those are two I really look up to, because if I need any help or anything, I would rely on those two. I go to this man, I talk to him, I was like, bro, I understand everything. This is kind of tough. He's like, I mean, like, you get used to it, but maybe next year they have to rely on you a lot more, so you really got to step it up. That really kicked into me after that Oregon game. Because after that, I knew I was like, okay, even though all those guys are gone, we still gotta practice the way we practice. We're gonna play the way we play, and we're just gonna do what we normally do. We're gonna practice hard every day, study film, work on our technique, and just play Florida State football.
Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes face off, it's always a high-intensity affair. This year, the festivities heightened as country music star Brad Paisley rocked the stage to kickstart the rivalry weekend. As a part of his Country Nation College tour, Paisley was brought to FSU by the Seminoles marketing team and IMG College.
I think it's a big deal. There's only 8 schools in the country that got this tour, and our success on Friday nights at the Friday night block party really helped us lure this. We were the first ones to sign on to get it. Something we've been working on for about 6 months now, and it was really hard keeping it a secret.
The process of bringing Paisley to Tallahassee was a joint effort between Florida State and IMG College, but it was the marketing team's ability to quickly put a plan in place that allowed for the country music star to make an appearance in the capital city.
We work with them already through our Friday night events that we do, so they knew who we were, so they reached out to us first, and we worked really fast to get this thing approved.
With a big rivalry weekend on the horizon, the Seminoles marketing team focused on providing the best atmosphere possible. A fun week for all, built around the Sunshine State matchup.
The one thing about it is you can't just open the gates and expect people to come now. You have to give them more than just the price of a ticket. People are looking for a little bit more entertainment and value, and this certainly does that. It turns this into a 3-day weekend with what goes on Thursday and concert on Friday, and then obviously the game on Saturday.
For Florida State, it was a prime opportunity to provide top-tier entertainment at a venue they've used numerous times over the years. Langford Green has hosted plenty of concerts, tailgates, and live television shows.
To be honest, it's something we've become used to. This is very similar to what we would have to set up for college game day when they come in town.
After Eric Pasley warmed up the evening as the opening act, Paisley performed a variety of his greatest hits, including his new single, Country Nation, for the live audience at Langford Green. An estimated 15,000 people enjoyed the evening with Doak Campbell Stadium as the backdrop, setting up the perfect weekend for the Seminoles and Hurricanes to battle it out on the football field. I'm Ari Masudi, reporting for the Jimbo Fisher Show. The
The Look Ahead is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Win a VIP experience at KnowlesContest.com.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, you're back at home this week. You get Syracuse coming in, and they're in a similar state in terms of having a tough emotional way to drop a game because they lost on a field goal with Pitt hitting one at the horn.
Did. And I think Pitt faked a punt, too, to keep the drive alive, and it was a great game. But I'm going to tell you, watching them on film now, this team is very dynamic on defense. They're a problem on offense. They have improved tremendously, and we're going to have to play one heck of a game and get our heads back right and really play good football.
You talk about getting back to fundamentals, Coach. I mean, it's easy to say that, but how do you get to the point where you are executing better in the red zone and some of those penalties go away?
It's poise. It's nothing but poise and relaxing and knowing your job. I mean, it's not they didn't know what to do, but how to do it or too anxious to do it. And you got to relax and know you can do it and trust your coaching, trust yourself, and trust your fundamentals and play good football and not press. And it comes from, as crazy as it sounds, trying too hard. And sometimes when you try too hard, bad things happen to you.
Florida State will get back on track this week, or try to, against Syracuse. 12 noon kick at Doak Campbell Stadium on Saturday. We, of course, will have the highlights next week on the Jimbo Fisher Show, but we've still got one more segment to go, and we'll do that right after we do this. Stay with us.
The Look Ahead is presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Win a VIP experience at KnowlesContest.com.
We are coming to you inside the Seminole Nutrition Shop with Katie Messick, the nutritionist here at Florida State. We've finished our workout. Now, what's the most important thing to do once you are finished with your workout?
So you want to make your gains, and how you do that is like you worked really hard in the workout and lifting weights or conditioning, but we want to replenish what we did, and then we want to build upon that. So we're looking to kind of rehydrate with some fluid, replace our carbohydrate storage, which is our fuel in our muscles, and then rebuild with some protein.
So what are some of the best things to go get to replenish, to refuel once you're done?
A lot of times people don't want to chew anything, so we make a liquid version of that, and something that encompasses it all in one cup, and that's easily portable, and that's where the smoothie comes into play.
Well, we're gonna today make the Fisher favorite.
Yes.
What exactly is in this smoothie?
This smoothie is one of our most popular here at FSU with our athletes. We have our carbohydrates, which come from fruit. It's quick energy that enters your bloodstream and into your muscles, as well as some protein powder, and then some milk base to kind of give it that fluid, but also help with the protein, and then ice, and then some strawberries.
All right, so pretty easy, just put it all together.
Absolutely.
All right, so some people sometimes don't have the protein at home.
Yes.
What can you do to replace it, or is it a necessity to have in there?
It's not necessarily a necessity as the powder form, but you can use Greek yogurt, you can use peanut butter, as well as soy milk or cow's milk is also a good protein that throw into your smoothies.
All right, let's do it.
Awesome. So we'll start with our protein powder, just 1 scoop, about 20 grams of protein. We have half of a banana, help replenish some electrolytes with that potassium in there. We have some strawberries, also help with those carbohydrates. Our milk, we use some skim milk to keep it a little bit on the leaner side. So one of the big things that people try to watch their weight is that you don't want to just maybe put everything that you just spent in the weight room from back in with your smoothie. So you want to make sure you have just enough to help make those gains.
All right.
And then obviously some ice to kind of give it that cold, refreshing texture. And just blend it real quick. So here we keep it a little bit on the thinner side, not too thick. A lot of the athletes prefer to drink it more as a milk with a straw, just kind of helps after them cooling down.
Yeah, I could tell you didn't put too much ice in there.
Yep.
Well, let's try this. I can see why that's a favorite. So why is it so important to do this, have this kind of thing right after a workout?
Yeah, so you make all these gains, you break down your muscles, you expend your fuel out of your stores. You walk out here, you don't recover, you're gonna lose 50% of the work that you just put in the weight room. We're trying to get better, we're trying to compete for championships and have the best elite athletes. We need them to recover, and this is the most easy, portable, refreshing, and nutritious way to do that.
Well, this is a very good recipe as well. If you want it, you can go to Seminoles.com, go to the nutrition page. They'll have the recipe right there for you. It's perfect for right after workouts. That's Katie Messick. We'll see you guys next time.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, as you get ready for Syracuse, you mentioned earlier, that all your hopes, dreams, goals are still out there. And you always have to work to make sure that one loss doesn't become two. You preach play the next play, and I imagine that's going to be tantamount this week, same kind of message.
It is, and that's something that's critical I don't think we did in that game. We worried about the outcome of that game. I could see it in our eyes and trying to get those guys back, but once it gets like that, sometimes you can't. And as a coach, you got to find a way to get that done. But you got to make the guys believe that and not get caught up in, you win, you're used to winning, and all I want to do is win. No, you got to play well. We've won because we've played well. We've done the fundamental things, the little things, and that's what we got to make sure we understand. Go back and play hard, but play efficient. Have great effort, great execution, and do what we do, and play Florida State football.
It sounds cliche. I hear you say it a lot, but it's process as compared to the results.
Exactly right. If the process is right, the results are there. If all we worry about is the process, the results, all it does is put pressure on yourself, and you don't execute, and you forget all your fundamental things. That's when you look back and say, man, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And that's our job as coaches. As coaches, that's my responsibility, and our coaches' responsibility to get those things and make sure they understand what we want. And we got great kids. They're trying hard. We're still talented. We just got to go out there and play. And it doesn't matter what people say. What you playing for? You're playing for the next game, and that's why you play this game. You don't get to play it very long. You don't get very many opportunities. You take advantage of it, enjoy it, and play your tail off.
Florida State will do just that on Saturday against Syracuse. We'll see you next week right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
This has been the Jimbo Fisher Show, brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $28 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The Florida Department of Transportation, drive sober or get pulled over. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coke Zero, you don't know zero till you've tried it. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.